Mesquite growing in our backyard that it's kind of been driving me crazy. It's really close to the slab in our backyard, and so I'm afraid that if that mesquite gets big, then the root systems are gonna get underneath that slab and crack the foundation of the slab. It's only on the porch right now, but if that mesquite gets pretty tall, then and I think the mesquites have a root system that can go pretty far out. And I mean, we got the plumbing underneath the house, and so there will be water available underneath the house if the root systems search out for those pipes, the water pipes. Then they will be able to, screw up cause a crack in the foundation of the house. And so I was really interested in just, I wanted to have the mesquite growing, but growing near our house just to provide some shade and things, but that's just a little bit too close. So what I did was it's just a baby mesquite, so it wasn't too difficult to get it out. But I called the University of Arizona, the agronomy department, or the plant um, plant and soil department at the University of Arizona, or the agricultural department at the University of Arizona, and they said that I talked to a lady over there, and she said that you have to get the ball of the root out, and that's how you get rid of a tree from growing back, or from getting larger or anything like that. Whenever you try and pull it out, you cannot just trim the top and expect the thing to never grow back, unless you put some kind of stuff that kills the tree, that kind of is sucked into the tree by the stems, and kills the whole system from growing. But the mesquite trees are really, really hardy, and so I just didn't think that this was going to be possible. And so what I'm saying is the mesquite can really, once it gets established, then it's really, really hard to get rid of. And so what I did was I used a hammer, the fork part of the hammer. I used the fork part of the hammer to pull away the soil from the sides and make it so that I could get down pretty far into the root system, so that I could cut out so that I could use the loppers to cut pretty deep into the root system. I wasn't able to pull out the total roots, and I mean, if I would have spent maybe a half hour more, or maybe an hour more, then I would have been able to get all the way down to the bottom of the root and pull the root of the mesquite out totally. And then I definitely wouldn't have had the mesquite grow back again in that area, unless it was from some other seedlings that had been drifted in that area, and been formed. But that wasn't the case. I wasn't able to get too far down, and so I'm probably going to have to, trim back the mesquite again from the slab area. And I hope that the root systems don't get long